Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to Listen and Learn. I'm so excited to see you here today. Boys and girls, we're going to get ready to listen to another one of our folk tales. Now, we have been listening to fables, and now we've switched to folk tales. The reason we're listening to them so close together is they're very similar. Our folk tales are stories that have been told from person to person to person over the years, and then finally someone wrote them down for all to enjoy. Our folk tales are made up stories, but also teach us a lesson similar to our fables. Today, we're going to hear the folk tale, The Crowded, Noisy House. So I want you to listen carefully to see if you can hear and get the lesson learned or our moral. Like every story that we listen to, we know it's going to have some words that maybe might be new to us or maybe we just want to talk about. Some of those words in this story today, one word is crowded. Now we know that crowded just means lots of things close together. For example, if you've ever been to the fair, it might be crowded with people. Another word is noisy. The word noisy means it's so loud. Like if you've ever been in our lunchroom, it might be a little bit noisy. Our next word is pondered. Show me this face. Are you pondering what our story will be about? I bet you're thinking, what will our story be about? Stunned. Stunned, so surprised, so shocked. And usually when you're stunned, you just can't believe it. And our last word is advice. It's an idea or suggestion given by someone to help you. So for example, when I asked Mrs. Drollinger for advice on what story to read today, she suggested The Crowded, Noisy House. So sit back and get ready to listen for our folk tale today. Once there was a poor Jewish man. This man did not have much money or much luck. The poor Jewish man went to speak to his rabbi. Now, boys and girls, a rabbi is like a teacher or a pastor or a priest. "Oh, Rabbi," the man said, "you must help me. My life is terrible. I live with my wife and my 5 children and my mother-in-law. There's only one room for all 8 of us. The children, they cry and fight. My wife, she screams a lot. And my mother-in-law, she kvetches, complains, and whines about everything. It is crowded and noisy and horrible. I tell you honestly, Rabbi, I don't think it could get any worse." So the rabbi rubbed his chin as he pondered and thought deeply about the man's situation. Let's act out pondering. Let's pretend we're thinking about what to tell him. "Well, son, if you promise to do as I tell you, your life will get better. Do you promise?" "Yes, yes," said the man, "I promise." "Tell me," said the rabbi, "do you own any animals?" "Yes," said the man, "I have a goat." "Good," said the rabbi. "Go home, take the goat into your house, let it eat and sleep with you for a few days." The man was stunned. He was shocked by the rabbi's advice. Take the goat into the house? The rabbi's idea sounded crazy, but everyone knew that the rabbi was a wise man, so the poor man agreed to do what he said. He went home and led the goat into his house. 2 days later, the man went back to the rabbi. Oy vey, he said. I did as you said. I brought the goat into my house, and now things are worse than before. The children, they cry and they fight. My wife, she screams a lot. My mother-in-law, oh, she kvetches, she complains and whines about everything. The goat, she butts us with her head and knocks the dishes off the shelf. Help me, Rabbi. I don't think it could get any worse. The rabbi sat quietly and pondered for a moment. Let's all ponder together about what to tell the man. Then he asked the man, do you have any other animals? Well, yes, I have a cow. Good, said the rabbi. Go home, take the cow into your house, let it eat, let it sleep there for a few days. Again, the man did as he was told. He went home and led the cow into his house. 2 days later, the man went back to see the rabbi. Oy vey, he moaned. I did as you said. I brought the cow into the house, and things are worse than ever before. The children, they cry and they fight. My wife, she screams a lot. My mother-in-law, oh, she kvetches, she complains and whines about everything. The goat, she butts us with her head and knocks the dishes off the shelf. The cow, she eats our clothing. The house is like a barn. We can't sleep with all the bleeding and the mooing. Help me, Rabbi. I don't think it could get any worse. The rabbi was silent and pondered for a very long time. Let's ponder together. He asked, do you have any more animals? Well, said the man, pausing, I have a goose. Perfect, said the rabbi. Go home, take the goose into your house, let it eat and sleep with you for a few days. 2 days later, the man went back to the rabbi. Oy vey, he groaned. Things are worse than ever. My children, they cry and they fight. My wife, she screams a lot. My mother-in-law, she kvetches, complains, and whines about everything. The goat, she butts us with her head and knocks dishes off the shelf. The cow, she eats our clothing. The goose, he honks and poops on the floor. I tell you, Rabbi, it is worse for a man to eat and sleep with animals. I don't think it could be any worse. My son, said the rabbi in a very gentle voice, said, you are right. Go home, take the animals out of your house, and I think you'll find your answer. The next day, the man came running to the rabbi. Rabbi, he cried, his face beaming, you made life so sweet for me. Now that the animals are outside, the house is so quiet. It's so roomy and clean. How wonderful. The end. What do we think, boys and girls? So after all those things came out of their house, they were able to look around and think, with just us, it's not so bad. I think we could always think it could always get worse. So let's look for the good parts of our day. Boys and girls, you have a great day. Don't forget, when this video is done, I'd like you to write a sentence. Tell me one good sentence about something that happened in the story. Draw a picture. Take a picture with your iPad to attach to turn in. Can't wait to see your work. Have a great day.